There were a lot of Disney shows from my childhood that never left my mind while growing up. Shows such as Yin Yang Yo, Super Robot Monkey Team Hyper Force Go, and Pucca come to mind. However, my interest never transcended simply rewatching the theme song and then being done with the show. But there's one Jetix show that I had completely forgotten about, yet somehow, deep down inside, I had been craving to rewatch this masterpiece. Okay, so hopefully we passed the minute mark because, oh my god, this show fucking slaps! Like, goddamn! I cannot put into words how much I fucking love this show! But I gotta try so this video can happen. Now, I didn't go back and rewatch the entire series for this video. Hell, I didn't even really mean to start watching it. I was just lying in my room at 2 a.m. thinking about all the ways my cartooning career could be canceled. When suddenly, YouTube recommends me this episode of Kid vs. Kat. Suddenly, a bell went off in my head. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this show. Let's give it a watch. Everything seemed alright at first. Got this kid playing soccer in some big game. He shows off, gets bodied, and he gets turned around and scores on his own goal. You know, normal cartoon stuff. But then that's when I heard it. Kathy? Kathy! Kathy Westlook! Spike! Spike! So yeah, long story short, I was so deprived of My Little Pony content that I ended up latching onto this show after hearing Kathy's voice. And yes, I know I could watch almost any Canadian-made show to hear her voice, but shut up. Anyway, at first, I was just watching to get my fill of Kathy, but eventually, I ended up watching the show because it's just so fucking good. Like, here's the thing. The show revolves around this alien cat-looking thing who comes to take over the Earth. He gets taken in by the Burtonberger family, specifically by the youngest child, Millie, and he uses this pet-like status as a guise to not cause suspicion while he tries to take over the world. However, Coop Burtonberger finds out that Cat is indeed an alien, and does everything in his power to stop his plans. Slapstick and comedy ensues. The plot is super simple and I absolutely adore that. I recently vented that a lot of show creators, myself included, don't know how to keep stories simple anymore. There always has to be some deep, dark twist that inevitably turns the show on its head. Well, Rob Boutier, I hope I said his name right, basically said, you know what, fuck that. Let me make a show where a kid and a cat beat the ever-living shit out of each other because it's funny. And that's honestly the best choice he could have made. The slapstick in this show is on another level. Granted, it's not Ed, Edd and Eddy levels of violence, but it's still good nonetheless. This show takes full advantage of the fact that it's animated to do some crazy shit. For instance, imagine chasing someone in circles so hard that you actually create a real-life fucking tornado. Shit's wild, my guy. And the reason the slapstick works so well is because of the animation style. They chose to minimize the number of in-betweens, yet they still have some wild keyframes, usually filling in the gaps with masterful squash and stretch. It really pushes the limits of what you can do with puppets in Flash. Sometimes, they didn't even fucking use in-betweens, yet they still managed to have some smooth-ass animation. There's one scene in the intro where Coop does a full turnaround with 0 in-betweens, but it still looks gorgeous. Hell, it was so beautiful, I based my animation in the intro off of it. Of course, the slapstick in animation isn't the only good thing about the show. You also have the wonderful cast of characters. Coop Burtonberger is just a 10-year-old kid with too much drip. Nah, seriously, the number of females throwing themselves at this dude is absolutely ridiculous. Most noticeable are these two girls, Phoebe and Fiona.
Oh, hello there!
I forgot I actually put that in the script. Like Like it actually says. Fiona's fine and all. She's the niece of Coop's bitch-ass neighbor, Mrs. Munson. We'll talk about her later. But Fiona is basically Coop as a girl, making for an optimal love interest. On the other end of the spectrum, we have Phoebe. Almost every scene she's in is terribly annoying. Oh, no, but please understand, I harbor no ill will towards Phoebe. It's just that whenever she's on screen with Coop, this bitch practically starts popping her pussy in his direction, and this nigga's like, sorry, Phoebe, I'm gay. I mean, damn, Coop, you got a fine-ass Latina booty bumping her way towards you, and you say I'm gay? Well, damn, you might be. I hate this so much. I'm gonna get canceled so fast. This man does literally every sport. Basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, skateboarding. This kid's basically a young legend. Also, it may not be specified in the show, but I swear this kid got super strength. How else can you explain him taking out a giant metal robot with a fucking branch? Shit's unheard of. But he's never alone in these endeavors. He's always backed up by his main man, Spike. Oh my god, did I actually write Spike? Oh my fucking god, I actually wrote Spike. He's always backed up by his main man, Dennis. Dennis is usually portrayed as the brains of the operation. He's always there, no matter what Coop is doing. Stopping Cat playing sports, he's right there. He is basically the epitome of, I die for my niggas. I ride my niggas. No matter how dangerous the act, Dennis is always there for Coop. Except when he isn't.
This kind of shame won't ever come off, cat boy. You're stained forever, like Harley's underwear.
Whoa, dude, that's like a total insult to my tidy whities.
Sorry, Coop. It's not safe to be around you right now.
The only question I have is, why does Dennis not vouch for Coop whenever he sees Cat doing some shady shit? Like, no one believes Coop when he says Cat is an alien because he's the only one saying it. You'd think that standing up and saying, hey man, this dude ain't crazy, would make Coop seem a little less crazy. And speaking of Cat, Cat is an alien like no other. Probably. He comes from a race of cat-like beings who trash planets they conquer and move on to the next. Like most cats, he has claws for scratching and tearing up this nigga Coop's shit. Unlike a cat, is his ability to heat up his claws to cut through nearly any material he wants. He can walk upright, use doors as he pleases, spit up sentient hairballs, you name it, he can probably do it. He's also a fucking genius and is able to craft anything he imagines from mundane house objects. Oh yeah, he can also do this. Well, that's just fucking gross. It seems like the only thing he can't do is fix his crumbling relationship. In almost every episode where we see him trying to flex for this female cat, he gets gay-mended for no reason. You want to send your main girl some chocolates and flowers for Valentine's Day? Get nuked, my nigga. Sometimes he doesn't even have to be flexing. Sometimes a nigga gets sleepy. You want to take a nap? Boo, nigga, you get trampled by some kids. Some days, he's legit just trying to get home. This nigga's trying to leave, and this man Coop comes in like,
You eat all my beans, nigga!
But besides Coop and Dennis, there's only one more person who's able to stop Cat's plans, and that person is his owner, Millie. Now, Millie doesn't know that Cat is an alien, because she's fucking stupid. She's also a whiny bitch. And a cunt. And I really just don't fucking like her. Every other line of hers is, Daddy this, Daddy that, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. Bitch, say daddy one more time and I will fucking cut your trachea from top to bottom. Damn. Just shut the fuck up. Next we have Mrs. Munson who is, no, get the fuck back in here, Millie. I ain't done with your Coop is bullying Mr. Cat head ass. This has gotta be one of the most entitled niggas I've ever seen in my life. Now, Pyro Knight once pointed out that I normally love the young annoying girl character trope, but Millie actually makes me want to strangle a child. I have never unironically said that I wanted to kill myself, but every time this cunt snitches on Coop for something that the bald-ass cat does, I want to hang myself from the nearest tree. I mean, damn! Kathleen Barr does her job too damn well. Every godforsaken time Millie opens up her fat mouth, that noose in my closet looks oh so more appealing. And unlike every other character in the show, she is always never the victim of slapstick. Damn! Hurry up and get hit by a truck or something. Fuck. Next, we have Mrs. Munson, or Old Lady Munson as she's addressed by most of the cast. She's the cranky old bitch who lives next door and lives to torture everyone. Except for Millie, which already makes her irredeemable. That crotchety old bitch is the bane of everyone's collective existence. She steals toys from the neighbors, exposes children to old lady vagina, and is overall just not pleasant to look at. Chances are, if she's on screen, she's either yelling at Coop for not being aborted, or yelling at his dad for not getting him aborted. And I'm pretty sure if the mom was in the picture, she'd yell at him for fucking the dad in the first place. Now, there's plenty of other characters in the show, but I don't really want to talk about them because they ain't shit. Oh no, like, don't get me wrong. I love every character in this show. Everyone makes me smile.
Daddy, Coop missed again.
Almost everyone. It's just that they really ain't shit. Dad is sometimes supportive of Coop, but he usually sides with the Hellspawn and will punish Coop for saving the world. These two niggas are fake as hell. Sometimes they roll with Coop, and other times they mercilessly bully him. Everyone else is pretty minor when it comes to the plot, but when they are involved, you better fucking believe that they're antagonizing Coop. Sometimes I feel like it would be better to let Cat win so everyone can suffer, but then again, that's probably why I'm not the one defending Bootsville. Coop is. All jokes aside, this show is an absolute masterpiece. Or at least to me it is. It takes me back to a simple time where cartoons could just be violent because it was funny, because it was entertaining. Back to a time where we trusted the younger generation not to be dumb enough to do things they saw on TV. Anyway, all the episodes of the show are up on Wild Brain's YouTube channel. Definitely give them a watch when you get the chance. I, however, will be purchasing both seasons on iTunes because this show is too good to be free. Now you may be asking, if the show's so good, why are there only 2 seasons? Well, the answer to that is simple. Disney was full of cucks who didn't know a good show when they had it. Hey guys, thanks for being so patient while waiting for this review to come out. I know you all are probably getting tired of You Laugh, You Lose challenges, but I needed something to pad out my scarce upload schedule. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that after February, I'll be taking a short break from the channel to focus on Abridged ET and How to Tube. We all gotta make some sacrifices if we want to get to the places we want to get at. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Diddle out. Also, if you do watch this show, start off with the episode Hack Attack. It is quite literally the best episode of the entire show.
Cut me in line, Harley, and I'll do your homework for 2 weeks. 3 weeks. 1 week. Deal.
Also, there are 242 images of Kid vs. Cat on Rule 34, and that is approximately 242 too many.